Let's show how the law of cosines may be used to solve the problem. Please pause your video and read the word problem carefully before starting. In this question, it says a parallelogram has sides 10 centimeters and 12 centimeters. Let's just label the sides of the parallelogram, indicating that the shorter side will be 10 and the longer side will be 12. It says one of the angles is 55 in the parallelogram. If we notice, in a parallelogram, opposite sides are equal to one another. But from the diagram, we can tell that we have an acute angle right here, and this angle right here would be an obtuse angle, meaning larger than 90 degrees. It says we have an angle of 55 degrees, so I'm going to use 55 degrees to indicate this angle. We are asked in the question to find the length of the shorter diagonal. There are two diagonals in this parallelogram, one stretching from this corner to this corner right here, the other from right here to right here. Just visually, we can see that the shorter diagonal would be from this corner of the parallelogram to this corner. When I look at the scenario that I have, I can see that now I'm dealing with a side angle side scenario. I've got SAS. So I'm just going to indicate that right here. When I have an SAS situation, I know that I can use the cosine law to solve my question. I'm going to use the letter A to find the length of this shorter diagonal. I'm going to call this angle A over here. I'll use letter B to represent this corner, and this would be side B. I'm going to call this angle C, and this would be side C right here. Now, the cosine law, finding missing sides, is given to you as a squared equals b squared plus c squared minus 2bc cosine A. So now I want to fill in my information and solve the question that I'm asked to solve. So right now I have a squared as the missing diagonal. B squared in my diagram is 10, so I'm going to indicate that with 10 squared. C squared is 12 squared. And I'll fill in the rest. 2 times B times C times the cosine of the angle, which is 55 degrees. Now, I would recommend you do this in 2 steps on your calculator, indicated by the brackets shown. So 10 squared plus 12 squared, 100 plus 144 gives me 244. Here, when I use my calculator to determine this, it's 137.66 approximately. I would just continue to subtract, and when I subtract these, I get 106.34. Now, of course, we've got a squared side, so I want to find the length of it, which means I take the square root, and then my question is finished. Okay, the length of the shorter diagonal, is 10.3 centimeters, which is what I was asked to do in the question.